right, good morning again.
Good morning. Mercury retrograde snake bit us, didn't it?
Boy, I'm telling you, there was just a ton of things going wrong.
Oh, it was awful everywhere.
Tell us how good it's going to be now.
It's going to be so much better now that it goes direct. We'll have 120 days of good stuff, which is the first thing. And the second thing is the sun changes signs today. It goes from the sign of Aries, where all of those planets were, including Mercury, and goes into the much more easygoing sign of Taurus. So, and I thought I would go through the zodiac and tell you what you can expect with that. So for Tauruses in particular, they have been in hell the last 4 weeks. They have been, all their power has been locked up behind them. They have been frustrated. They haven't been able to voice anything. They have had to stay behind the scenes and just take it. And man, that's over now. So the sun is in Taurus, and they're going to be very, very vocal. And like bulls, you cannot push them. And they're going to be motivating themselves. So finally, they get out of that, and they start to feel better and put more projects into motion and have a lot more energy.
Get out of their way and let them roll.
And let them do it, because they've got a lot of frustrations. For Geminis, welcome to the world that Taurus has been in for the last 30 days or so. With the sun in Taurus, it is the most difficult time for Gemini. And I just think the best thing for Gemini to do is try and repair whatever it is got torn down in the last 3 or 4 weeks or so. Try and finish up projects, and don't try and undertake any new ones, because it's just not going to happen.
Gotcha.
For Cancers, this is a good time for them to achieve a hope, wish, goal, or objective, and they are going to do that through the help of their well-placed and solidly entrenched female friends or female colleagues, are the ones that are going to come to the aid, not come to the aid, but help Cancers out on a team project that ends up benefiting the Cancer, which is a nice thing. Leos, 10th house of career and public standing. There are not changes occurring at work, but there will be challenges to the Leo's authority at work. And the Leo needs to stand their ground, because in this case, the Leo is right.
All right.
So, but the best thing they can do is just hunker on down, not look to be provoked, and let their work speak for itself.
Gotcha.
That's the challenge for Leo, not to take every insult personally. For Virgos, important legal, educational, travel matters at a distance go, which I'm very happy about, go very, very well for Virgo. They have spent a ton of money over the last 3 or 4 weeks or so, and that largely comes to an end for them. But legal matters, educational matters, if you could settle a lawsuit, go ahead and do it, but on very favorable terms for the Virgo, which doesn't happen very often. For Libras, the sun is in their 8th house, so the other people's resources flowing their way, so there should be more money at the end of that rainbow for Libra from unearned sources rather than...
Yeah, Andrew will be hitting them up at the Hard Rock.
God, I can't blame him. That's such a fun place.
And more endorsements for Nikki.
Yes, and that actually really is true, though, because Taurus rules the voice, and she should be able to do that as well. For Scorpio, Taurus is their 7th house of partners. Partners take a stand and do not back down. And the Scorpio really needs to hear what their partner has to say, because the partner's got a fairly compelling argument. And the partner's not going to budge, so you may as well give in, is what I tell Scorpio people. For Sagittarians, work, 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 and then more work. They get to expand the amount of work that they do. They don't get a promotion or the corner office or anything, but some obstacle that has been in their way at work gets out of their way. And it gives them a much clearer path. And also, they end up, because the 6th house is the house of self, feeling better about themselves. Their health improves. If they've been sick, had that lingering respiratory thing, it goes away for them. For Capricorns, that energy is in their 5th house of I want to fall in love and have a good time. This is Capricorn's favorite time of year. We don't have any here. The favorite time of year to play and romantic, and sports go well. But it is a very creative time for Capricorn. They've kind of been sitting in their house looking at their wounds for the last month or so, and they're done with that. They want to come out. For Aquarians, it is in their 4th house of home, and Aquarians need to secure their home and foundation. They've kind of neglected it for a good time over the last 2 months or so, and the honey-do list gets very, very long, and they need to make repairs and tighten up their home. And then Pisces, it is in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. Again, they get to their day-to-day living has been in disarray. They have felt behind the power curve. And over the next 30 days or so, they catch up with the power curve and actually get ahead of it. So they get educational opportunities go well. All your little Taurus kids or Pisces that are waiting for acceptance to the college of their choice probably comes to be.
Ooh, good.
So, and it's good news through communication for them. And the last sign is Aries, and it is in their 2nd house of how do we earn more money? How do we make more money? And what effort do I need to do in order to do this? This is not, can I borrow money? Is somebody going to give me money? It's like, this is a self-directed kind of thing. But real estate goes well for them. Property matters go well for them. And money in general goes well. And if they're smart, what they set up now pays off for them in June. So tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac. And I'm wearing my lightning shirt because the moon's in Sagittarius tonight, and I expect them to take care of the penguins.
Yeah. Good. Well, let's get her done.
They need to.
Thank you, ma'am. And,
always a pleasure.
We'll figure out what Mercury retrograde did to our daily horrible scope feature this morning.
And if for some reason they can't get it at Q105, they can find it on my webpage.
And that webpage is?
star-goddess.com.
Okay, so check that out. Also check her out on Facebook, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Have a great week.
A great Easter weekend.
A fabulous Easter, yes. Yeah. I'm very excited.